Let's go.
Good day, all. Hope you're having a good day today. Today is Wednesday, and it's a beautiful, mild day. I started off, let's see what I did today. I started off doing some dusting of the house a little bit, and then I had to make some phone calls, and I had to go meet Sister Bonnie in the early afternoon to take care of some business. So that's all done with, and then now I have to meet another friend. She's actually going to watch my kitty when I'm going away, when I go away in another week or so. So she's going to be watching the kitty for a couple of days, and I'm very excited about that. She is a fur lover, a fur baby lover. She had a couple of cats throughout the years herself. So I think she's going to take on this kitty very well. And I wanted to ask somebody who loves cats and who will, not mind having an animal in their home. So she accepted, and she's going to come and meet my little Meow Meow. That's his name. His name is Meow Meow. So she's going to come and meet him in about 30 minutes, and then we're going to go out to the restaurant I don't know. I think I'm gonna take her to a restaurant not too far from home. It's a little pizza place, and yeah, so we might just go there. But it's a lovely day, very mild. It's warm, not too warm, not too hot, and we always have humidity, so we have a little bit of humidity, but it's not too bad. I had a pretty orange blouse on that I bought the other day, and I found it's very light, but I just found it was a little too awkward. It was a little too awkward for warm weather. So I took that off and just put something more simple on. Sometimes I find the ones that are with frills and things like that, it can be a little bit just a little uncomfortable at times, but I took that off anyway. So yeah, and after our little meeting, after meeting this friend and having a pizza and things like that, and she's going to come over. I don't know how long she's going to come over, but she's going to meet the kitty and, tell her about a little bit about him and the things that he eats and things like that. Just his temperament and things like that. And then we'll go out after. So we might spend time here for maybe half an hour or so, and then we'll get to going. Yeah, so this morning I did some dusting. I'm telling you, I dusted literally a week and a half ago underneath my bed. And you would have thought that haven't dusted in a month of all the dust that comes underneath my bed. I couldn't believe it. I was so surprised that I'm breathing in the stuff. So that means I have to dust even more often. I can't wait a week. I have to dust maybe every 3 days or something like that. I can't believe I am living right on the street, pretty much. So this is what I heard. I heard if you're living like close to a street, that all the dust just comes right into your home. So I guess this is what's happening. But I dusted this morning underneath my bed, underneath my bureaus. I didn't do a thorough cleaning, but I did most of the job. And under the bureaus weren't too bad. It was just literally underneath the bed. So I did that. I did the living room. And yeah, so that was pretty much it. I didn't have breakfast because I knew that I had to go out and have this lunch with my friend here. So I didn't want to have too much. So I had just a coffee, and I just had a little slice of cheese and stuff, something like that, but not too much. I'm trying not to eat too much. And I think I'll have an apple too. I didn't have any fruit today. No, I didn't have any fruit at all. No. Yeah, so another thing, family, I noticed that I have these little lines here, these squinching lines. If you can see, sometimes you might see me rubbing here, is because I'm trying to convince myself or train myself not to squinch like this. And I do it a lot. If I'm talking about something serious, or if I'm in the sun, I might do this, and I just find it's starting to create little creases here. So if you ever see me doing this is what I'm doing. I'm just trying to remind myself, don't squint. Yeah, don't squint. Yeah, so that's my story. That's one of my stories. Yeah, so I can't wait to see my friend. She's coming, and yeah, I haven't seen her since I think it's been about a month. I think it's been about a month that we went out to lunch. Yeah, so I'm gonna meet her later. That I'm not going to be making these elaborate meals anymore. It seems like I'm just making them for myself. Even when my daughter comes, I will simply ask her what she would like and then make her something whatever. I don't know what she likes because she's becoming very picky now that she's getting old. Well, she's always been picky, but now that she's older, she's just, yeah, I think even more so. So I'm just going to make soups, and I think I said that to you the last time. I'm going to start to make soups. She likes soups. She does very well with soups, so I'm going to make her a soup. And yeah, this is what I bought today. Let me just turn the lights on here. Yeah, I bought this today. I bought these today. I'll be putting this in this minestrone soup that I'm going to be making. Yeah, so I bought this. Okay, it's not in French. It's not in English, sorry. So it's like an Italian minestrone. So you have the dry ingredients here, and you just simply add some of these ingredients here. So I'm going to be adding some orzo, whatever that is. I'm going to find out what orzo is. Barley. Oh no, sorry. Excusez-moi. Orzo is, this is the ingredients that's in there. I don't know what that is. Barley, corn, celery, carrot, spinach, basil, parsley, oregano, sea salt, and pepper. That's the ingredients that's in here. Excuse me. And then you place all the ingredients in the saucepan. 10 cups of chicken broth, 1 can of red beans, and you also have to put a can of diced tomatoes. Then you cook that over for 20 minutes. And yeah. So that should be very, very delicious. Looking forward to that. I guess you can see all the little nice little vegetables in there. See the barley and the corn, and yeah, very nice. And I bought some apples. These are very, very delicious apples. Hey, Meow Meow! There's Meow Meow. He lost his toy, one of his favorite toys. He seems to be a little bit down, so he's playing with this little thing here that he likes too. But there's like this electric kind of a fake mouse that he likes to play with that runs around the place with battery operated. We can't seem to find it. I don't know where I looked everywhere. What I'm thinking is that he went out on the balcony, took the toy with him, and it may have slid downstairs. I was supposed to look downstairs when I was out, but I'm gonna look when I leave today. I have a funny feeling that it might be down there because I looked literally everywhere. I dusted everywhere underneath the floors. I moved the couch and no sign of his toy. So I'm gonna just look downstairs and see if it's there. And if it's not there, I'll order him another one, something similar, because he loves that toy because he chases after it. Gets him to exercise a little bit. But he likes this one too, as you can see. He's playing with that one. So he went inside of his little cage there, or his carrier. Yeah, so that's about it, family. I'm gonna go and have some enjoy myself there outside with my friend. Have a little din. Well, like I said, we're gonna stay here for half an hour so she can get to know the little kitty, and that's about it. My daughter is. I've been thinking about her a lot. I think about her a lot anyway, but when this days like this when I don't have her and I'm not working, I think it's also because I'm not working right now, so it's, my mind just starts thinking about my daughter and wishing that she was here. And it's sometimes it could just be a little draining, the thoughts of my daughter being here. It gets a little draining sometimes. Not complaining, family, I'm just saying that this is just I guess this is just a feeling of being a mother. And only having one child, I guess that's even more, can be even worse, when you just have one. When you have a few of them, you can kind of interact with your other children, but I only have one, only have that one. and unfortunately she had to go for a couple of years. And hopefully, like I said, I always have hope that she will come back home. I have that hope, and that's it. But sometimes I just I never say that I feel down, but I feel you can say just disappointed. Sometimes I just feel disappointed in myself. Like could have done better. What could I have done to prevent her from leaving or having to go? I just always a question after question. Like, could I have done something better? To improve my daughter's emotions or feelings or things like that. But it's really hard to try to figure out autism. You know, like what to give them, what vitamins to give them, what not to give them. Should you give them medication? Should you not? So it's always this long questionnaire, like how to take care of a child like that. And I'm just learning. I'm just learning daily. I'm just learning as time goes on. And I just hope and pray, as I told you. I must have said this 1,000 times to you. I just hope and pray that one day she can come home. I just hope and pray that I can maybe even get some round the clock help in order for her to come home, or even come home more often than she does come home, because this every second weekend is not it's not working for me at all, not at all. I want to see her more often than that, and I'm sure that she would like to as well. And I'm grateful, as I was telling you too. I'm very grateful the fact that I'm going to therapy with her twice a week, so I'm able to see her for that hour twice a week. So I'm really grateful for that too as well. And telling you my story, family, it does kind of take off some of the edge of what's going on in my life. It does take some of the edge off. And if you have somebody you can speak to about anything that you're concerned about, or you're a little weary about, you can speak to somebody that you can trust, a family member, a friend, or maybe even a coworker that you feel like you can trust to talk to. But it's really good to let it out and talk to somebody. I have Sister Bonnie. I speak to a friend of mine too that I speak to, and it's just good to talk to the Lord too. I talk to God too. I just ask the Lord for strength. I ask the Lord for peace. I ask the Lord for contentment and the things that I'm going through that's challenging in my life. And that's I find my spiritual life, my faith, really does help, because I know God is giving me that comfort, because I know I would be worse. I would probably be feeling worse if I didn't have God. And I'm being very honest with you. If I didn't have God to give me that strength and that peace and that contentment, I don't know where I would be. I don't even want to think about it. But I just daily just ask the Lord for strength, and He does. He gives me strength. I'm still a woman. I'm still a human being, but we're gonna have feelings and emotions. But where do you put those emotions and feelings? So I just put it to God. I said, God, just take away that burden, please. Take away the burden, so I'm able to live my life and be strong and be able to be joyful for my daughter too when she sees me, and not going into a sadness or depression. Thank God I never ever went into a depression for anything, really. And I'm really grateful for that. I thank God for that I've never been depressed or went through depression or something like that. I've always had, like, a normal emotion. You feel sad at times, you feel disappointed at times, but I never felt I never went through a depression. So I'm really grateful for that. Thank God for that. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for that. Whew, I have to thank God for that one. Yeah, I had to go tell that little kitty something, because I felt a little claw back here getting all wild while I'm on the phone. Meow meow. Yeah, he was just getting wild there on the couch. I had to tell him to get down off the couch. Like a real child. When you're on the phone and children start to ask you things, and they start to misbehave. It's the same as the kitty. Yeah, so my balcony looks horrible, family. It looks very, very bad. I have to take care of that balcony. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to be transparent and show you my balcony. So this is my balcony, family. So the only one that really comes out here is the cat. So you can see he's been whiling out here, just doing all kinds of things. So we got a chair here, we got a plant holder, we got a little bit of carpet here, we got a broom that's tossed over, tumbled over here. Let's see if his toy is behind here. No, it's not. It's not here. Okay, so his toy is not here. Like I said, I have a funny feeling it might be on the ground somewhere over the balcony. So this is my balcony for now. And I'm gonna fix this up. When I come back from my trip, I will fix this balcony up. The beginning of July. Let's get this done. I want to get an umbrella too for here. Yeah, so it's bad, but not horribly bad. I guess it depends on who's looking. Yeah, so I'll just put that there for now. Yeah, so I gotta do something with this balcony there, fam. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so I looked down over the balcony to see if I could see his toy, but I'm a little bit too high. But I seen something that might be it. It looks kind of similar, the same kind of color. So I'm gonna go down there a little bit and see if my friend will come down there, help me look for it there. See, she'll be here any minute. And I just called her. She just asked me for my my address, so I just texted to her. Yeah, so family, so I hope that you're all doing well today. Hope you're having a fabulous day. Hopefully it's a nice, lovely day in your neck of the woods. I'm gonna go and take care of this kitty, give him his food and things like that, clean his litter box before she gets here, and I'll see you in a few. I think I'll vlog you and let you, vlog what I'm doing and let you see what I'm gonna have for my little din, because it's going to be dinner. It's gonna be like, it's between lunch and dinner because I didn't have lunch, so I'm gonna have my Linder dinner and lunch. All right, family. So I'll see you in a few.
Where do you travel? Everywhere. Can you put me in your suitcase the next time you travel? You have a passport? No.
Yeah, you need a passport to go away.
I check my
Yeah.
Do you pay every time you renew it?
every 7 years.
Yeah,
10 years.
or 10 years. Yeah.
It's about 100 and something.
Yeah, mine is gonna be expired in about 2 or 3 years.
See, I only travel in Canada, so I don't need a passport.
You don't travel outside Canada? Have you ever traveled outside Canada?
Yeah.
Where have you been?
My late husband was from Lagos, Nigeria, so I lived there for 2 years. I went to the States.
So you seen that junk that I ate? It's about to have a fruit salad. So family, you seen that junk I was eating? I'm about to make myself a fruit salad to wash all that junk food down. So I'm going to start with an orange, an apple, and some of these already prepared fruits. I also bought my daughter one. So I have one for myself, and I bought her one whole case for her therapy tomorrow. I'm going to give her one of these. But this one's mine, so I'm about to make myself a nice fruit bowl salad. And I think I'll also add some yogurt to that as well. Wash these fruits. Clean this apple. And I'm going to add some cucumber. There you are, family. There's my fruit bowl. My homemade fruit cocktail. Almost homemade because I had to buy the dark fruit, but this is my fruit. I'm going to enjoy every bite. And I won't feel so guilty after eating that junk food. Faith, food, and fun over 50 with the Joy Sisters. Be blessed and be a blessing. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and press on the notification bell. Love you guys. See you in the next video. Take care. Night, night.